Hi folks, welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be about the 5 C's of survivability and how I use them for bushcraft, hiking and wild camping. I hope you find the video useful. Let's get into it.
Okay then folks, starting off then with the first C, which is cutting tools. So I've got my bushcraft set up here. I've got my bushcraft blade, I've got my Laplander pruning saw, and then I've got my Mora Neve hatchet. This is my go-to bushcraft setup. So not always, I don't always need a saw and a hatchet. Sometimes my knife is just good enough. I'm just going to be battling wood for twig stoves and stuff. But if I go into shelter building and things like that, and or bigger timber, then I'll be using the saw and the hatchet as well. Okay, so that's the bushcraft side of it. I'm now going to show you the hiking side of it as well. So moving on to the hiking then, or hiking side of the cutting tools. So this is my Leatherman Wave, and this is my Swiss Army knife Huntsman. It's a Huntsman variant. Okay, so the reason why obviously I don't take out my bushcraft knife is because I don't need that when I'm hiking. It's big and clunky, and it's also here in the UK illegal to take out a fixed blade like this. So it's absolute, you know, there's no requirement for it anyway. It's a fair blade, you know, it's solid steel, full tang blade. There's just no requirement for it. And also, I would be breaking the law in the UK if I went out with that in public places and things like that. Okay. However, with the Swiss Army knife, this is totally legal. It's within 3 inches, and it's a folding blade. It's a non-locking blade. Try and do this one-handed. Okay, so that's what I mean by a folding blade. It folds away, and it's less than 3 inches. So that is okay within the UK law. But equally as well, you have to apply some common sense. You know, I wouldn't take this down my local pub, you know, and have it in my pocket. Why? There's no need for it. You know, and the same as with the Leatherman Wave. This is illegal within the UK. It's longer than 3 inches and it does have a locking blade. So if I do take that out, I'll keep it, you know, in my pocket or in my bag. You know, if I'm taking it out to the woods and stuff like that. Same as all my bushcraft blades as well. I don't take this out. You know, I certainly don't like wear it on my belt if I'm driving to the woods. You know, I keep it in my bag and get it out when I need it. Common sense, really, I suppose. But yeah, it's just to keep within the law, and the and law enforcement in the UK is really strict now for all the knife crime and stuff like that. So, and that's not my bag anyway. It's just keep yourself safe, keep myself legal is my main aim. But yeah, if I'm hiking, then this I mean, it's lightweight. There's loads of tools on it. There's scissors on it. There's even bottle opener, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, a really good blade, really sharp as well. So dead easy to resharpen and one-handed. So locked away. That in my pouch, and put it in top of my bag. Job done. What I do like about the Leathermans though is if I'm using Trangia, I can use the pliers to lift off the lid. So that is one good thing. And this is more robust, obviously, than the Swiss Army knife. So if I am going out a bit more remote, then I would probably maybe take this, but it is heavy. You know, so that is something to consider if weight's an issue. But cool, that's cutting tools. Okay then folks, the next C is cover elements. So as you can see, hopefully, on the forest floor, I've got my bivvy bag, Gore-Tex bivvy bag. So that's what I use for either bushcraft or hiking and wild camping. I never feel at home just taking out a sleeping bag on its own. I just always have either my Alp kit Hunker bivvy or my issued MTP or DPM bivvy bag. So yeah, so that's one. Then the second cover element is what I've got set up today, and that is a 3x3 tarp. Now this is the Helikon-Tex Supertarp. That's my go-to tarp really. I love it. It's great, and that's in like a lean-to with a ridge line here going across, with a prosic knot there, prosic loop there, and then like a little porch area because you can see the sun. It's beaming right down, so I wanted that little bit of a cover. But yeah, so cover element number 2 is 3x3 tarp. Okay, moving on then, still to the cover elements. Okay, this is what I would take out hiking or wild camping. That is the good old bright orange polyurethane survival bag, and then nice and compact. To take this everywhere with me really, bushcraft and hiking and wild camping. The good old space blanket, foil blanket, weighs nothing, super small, but it does a great job in keeping you warm, especially if you've been injured or you've got a casualty. Then you can wrap them up in this, and it'll keep them warm. Then moving on then to my bivvy 2. So this is a 2-person bivvy, and this is basically like a big hood that you open it out and you pull it over yourself and the partner, or just yourself and your rucksack, and basically you just hunker down right there and then, and it's got a window on it, and air vents as well. So yeah, really good bit of kit, and lightweight, bit bulky, but that'll fit in top of your Bergen or your day sack. But yeah, that is if I was going out to really quite remote mountainous areas. That's when I would get that in my bag. But yeah, that's cool. That's cover elements. So let's talk about fire. It's a major element of bushcraft and survival. We need it for heat, signalling, cooking food, sterilising water, and just have you ever watched the fire and it's just like TV? Yeah, bushbox TV. But yeah, so it's a vital element in bushcraft, and also anything to do with the outdoors really, because if you think about it, if you go hiking or wild camping, you'll, 9 times out of 10 you're going to take some sort of stove with you, so some sort of fire element. So that brings us on then to combustion combustion tools. So working from the left then, I've got my char tin here with char cloth in. I've got flint, and I've got my steel striker. I've got my ferrocerium rod and striker. I've got a good old classic Bic lighter, and I've got some safety matches. Okay, they are the four things that I use in the combustion for the outdoors. I'm not going to lie, 9 times out of 10 I'll be using a lighter. It's quick, it's simple, it's instant flame. You're not messing about with anything, and especially from hiking and wild camping, I've been out on the hills all day. I just want instant fire, instant cooking, get that water boiled, get that meal cooked. Okay, so yeah, but in the videos on this channel, because it's new, I will be showing you how I make char cloth, how I light fires with flint and steel, also ferrocerium rods, and basically the different ways that you can use it, the different elements of lighting fires. So yeah, look forward to that on the incoming videos. However, this part here now then is the 4 items that I use for combustion to light my fires. Cool. Okay folks, so in front of me then I have my containers. This is for water collection and water carry. So here I have my utility pouch, which basically holds all of the water bottle, the cup and the lid, and also I've got some water purification tablets there, so there's 6 there, so that's 6 litres, so that's pretty much a day's worth of water, depending where I am and what environment I'm in. Yeah, So the steel mug will go straight on the fire to heat up the water, and then with this lid here, we'll go straight on top of it, keeping the heat in, helping it boil quicker. You've got air vents there. I got this lid I think off a guy on eBay, so I'll put a link in the bottom, but it's really good. So yeah, that is containers. So 1 litre here, and then heating it up there in this vessel here with a lid on, carrying it in that, and then this pouch is actually Helikon-Tex. It's on there. I think it's their escape and evasion pouch, but it's got molly attachments there and straps, and it's quite big inside. So what I do like about it is on the inside is that you've got like a little envelope there. Just on the inside there, you can see, and that's where I put the lid. I'll just slide that down, and then you've got another 2 little envelopes, 2 little slots on that side and one on that side, where you can put, well, that's where I'll keep my steri tablets in there, but you could probably put a spork in there as well, or a racing spoon. So yeah, plenty of room, really good, really robust, nice decent clip on the front. But yeah, Helikon-Tex, that's where I got this from. So yeah, that's containers. Okay folks, so the last C for this video is cordage, and these are some of the selections that I do or that I use when I'm doing bushcraft and wild camping and hiking. So on here then is your standard paracord. And then I've got some bankline there that really does cinch into paracord with knots. So like a prusik knot from this is really good with this sort of paracord. Then I've got some more paracord which is highly luminous. I use that for like making lanyards, say on my axe or on my knives, or something, wrapping it around something like a lighter or something like that. Something that I want to see in the daytime, and equally at night as well. You know, if I drop it on the floor or something like that, on the forest floor. So yeah, so, or you can make guy lines out of that as well, for ridge lines and stuff like that, for your tarps and your tents. Then this stuff here is a lot thinner. I think it's Dyneema. I think it's Dyneema Cordage. I think that's the name of it. It's super strong, but I use that inside my tents and to make washing lines, or guy lines as well. Really good. But yeah, so that's what I use that for. Then a bit of a curveball, I've got some black electrical tape. I use that for binding, you know, like sort of like binding sticks together to make like a tripod or something like that. It's really useful, really good for if you cut yourself. You can, you know, immediate aid. You can on a minor cut, you can put that around a minor cut. It's good for fire starting as well. Just be very careful though, because it is quite toxic when it does burn. So yeah, multiple uses with this. So something I have used in the past a couple of times is bootlaces with paracord. Some of my bootlaces are snapped, so that was useful. You can even use it as a belt as well. You just got to be careful that you don't tourniquet yourself too tight around the waist. But yeah, so multiple uses for cordage, really useful in the outdoor community. Cool, so that's cordage.
Hi folks, well that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed showing you what I use and the 5 C's of survivability. So this is the first video, but this is part 1 of the actual 10 C's of survivability. So I've just gone through the first 5, and then give me a week, give me a couple of weeks, and I'll go through the second 5. Okay, I won't say what they are, so I'll wait for the video to show you what they are, but then that'll make up the full set then, the 10 C's of survivability. And I just want to say this wasn't my idea. It's, you know, the framework for this is actually from a guy called Dave Canterbury, and his Bushcraft 101 lessons and course, and he's got books as well. So out, you know, I mean, I've got a book. So the Bushcraft 101 is really good book, but that's where I got this idea from, just to show you guys how I incorporate the framework of the 10 C's of survivability over these next two videos. But cool. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. This is a very new channel, so it'd be great to see your support, and write to me in the comments, because I'm sure there's thousands of you out there that do things slightly differently, or you have more usage for stuff. That's great, you know, share knowledge. That's what this channel's all about, sharing knowledge with you guys, and you know, and with me as well. So yeah. Cool. Yeah, you know, and if you really like it, then why not hit the subscribe button as well? That'd be awesome. Cool. Take care. See you soon.